Hey Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. As usual, when new GPUs come out, we like to do a build, although I think we're going to be launching this video a little bit later than our initial review because I just wanted to do a little bit different. Anyways, guys, we've got the brand new NVIDIA RTX 3060 Ti Founders Edition in this white minimalistic type of build. If you want to see how this thing came together and some benchmarks, well, some quick benchmarks rather, stick around. As usual with these builds on the channel, we use parts that we have on hand. If we don't have something, we can't use it. With that said, we did a build with the brand new NVIDIA RTX 3060 Ti Founders Edition. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna see how it came together. And then we're gonna check out some quick benchmarks towards the end of the video. All right, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed the build. In this Phanteks P360A, we actually did a full review of this case when it came out. There's a video in the top right-hand corner right now. You can check that out at your leisure so you can see the thermals and everything, because obviously we're not going into that in this video. However, we do have some benchmarks, so let's check those out right now. For a little bit of context, all the results you're seeing here are from our 10900K test bench that we used to test all GPUs on the channel. Now, this is this entire system and its configuration compared to that test bench system. This system is a little bit slower than our regular benchmarking system, so the results are, a little bit different. They're a little bit lower at 1080p because the CPU is not as strong, but at 1440p and 4K, it does start to even out. And what you're seeing is the performance is about equal to a 2080 Super, if not a little bit more, which is actually pretty interesting. Speaking of pretty interesting, we got to that part of the video where we're going to talk about the parts. So let's chat about them. The CPU is the AMD Ryzen 3600XT. The reason why we didn't use a 5600X is because they're absolutely impossible to get. I actually tried to buy one, and it's the same story for us with some stuff, guys. We can't even buy CPUs either, so that's why we use that. The motherboard that we use is the Gigabyte B550 Vision D. The reason why I wanted to go with it's got a few white accents, but it's not over the top. And because the inside of this case is black, using all white components kind of looks odd. So we kind of went with a mix of black, white, and silver. To cool the 3600 XT, we use the brand new NZXT Z53. It's a 240mm version of their cooler with the screen. And we've done installation guides and all that stuff, and we'll put links in the top right-hand corner so you guys can check out how to install these. But this is basically exactly the same as the Z63 and Z73, except it's 240mm, not 280 or 360. I know there's going to be questions about how we did the lighting and how we made everything sync up. Basically, it's pretty simple. I used the built-in RGB controller in the case and just plugged everything into the case. Now, there's going to be questions about these fans as well. These are ID cooling fans that come with their AIOs. I'll see if I can find them and I'll put them on the PC part picker list. But the reason why I use them is because they look different to any other fans that we usually use, and I use them because I knew you guys were going to ask about them. So yeah, a little bit of strategy there, but they are cool. They're not the best performing fans, but they look pretty cool, which is why I use them. Also, what I'll do is I'll chuck the animation that's on the screen as well. I'll put a link to that in the description or the pinned post or both, so you guys can grab that if you have a cooler like this and want to use this animation. But I won't talk about the rest of the parts. I'll put a PC part picker list down below in the description anyway, so you can peruse that and see what everything is. And yeah, that's just about going to do it for this video, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like the music you heard here, I make all the music. It's available over on our Patreon. And if you want to get early access to some of our videos, we are on Floatplane. Once again, thank you so very much for watching. I'm your boy Nick with Gear Seekers. You peek, we seek. And yeah, I quite like the look of this system. I like that the GPU, right, it looks like it's silver, but it's more towards white, and I think for these kind of mixed black and white systems that it actually would go pretty well. And when I saw this GPU, when I pulled it out of the box for the first time, my first thought was, I want to build with the vision board in this GPU because I think it would look pretty cool, and here we are. Thanks for watching.